Now, if you are using printed materials, just I emphasize that, just make sure that the wider horizon of learning will be availed by kasi yan yung tanong ngayon baka mag-dependent lang sila sa mga materials that you will be giving, limited yung access nila doon sa theory part and even the 21st century skills that are supposed to be integrated. So kung gagamit tayo ng distance education plus face-to-face or offline plus face-to-face, just make sure that the materials that you'll be providing to students will also open horizon for them to have a wider access to other materials na. So sa TESDA, 500 pesos we are giving to students directly for their access to internet.
Okay. So thank you po, Ardigas. That is why po, ang sabi ko kanina po, we are looking for ways to do again training to prepare printed materials which will be interactive also. Even if it is in paper, it should allow the student to perform other activities aside from reading. So in the workbook that you will be preparing, may principle yan that para ka ring online, no? Where there is simulation, you also do the same thing in a printed material. But what I am saying, you're not supposed to give the printed material as a whole. You're going to give the printed material to the student who is learning on a piece-by-piece basis so that there is still interaction between the student and the content, the student and the teacher, the student and their classmates. It's not because you say printed material, you might mean it's only reading, no? So the way the printed material is prepared, it has a similar design principles to our e-learning materials. Yung mga videos po, I think yung mga young people, nanonood lang sa cellphone ng YouTube. It is not so much. And thank you that TESDA is also funding the internet data. No? And therefore, the students should be able to use their phones to also look at videos. Aside from printed materials, you can also look into digitized materials which can be placed into their mobile phones. In that way, yung offline learning is almost similar to online learning depending on how the materials are prepared. I hope that we can do that. There are some doing this in Baguio, so we're just looking for the proper resource person who will train us. Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
March, kasi Sir Aris will still have to demonstrate, but we have Miss Wendy.
MJ, can you introduce Aris?
Standby muna si Miss Wendy. Yes, so standby muna Miss Wendy and Sir Bernie. We'll have Sir Aris first. Introduce our like Chabi, and in the in-company trainer program of the PCCI, Human Resource Development Foundation, and an accredited competency assessor of TESDA in TM Level 1. He also teaches various qualifications such as Events Management Services NC3, Front Office Services NC2 in the TVET sector. He also sits in the board of the Pamamarisan Technical Vocational Schools Association, or PMMS TBSA, as director. So also our technical manager in this webinar. Sir Arish, please teach us about Google Drive. Sir Arish.
Hi, MJ.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Thank you.
Yes.
Loud and clear.
I was disconnected just right before this this presentation. So let me share the slide on how to submit your output for the session 1. Are you seeing my slide right now?
Yes.
Okay po. So basically, we have 5 things to remember. Probably you could take a screenshot or take a photo of it, but definitely the secretariat will also email you the workshop output submission guide, which is this one. Pasensya na sa numbering, ano, medyo nagulo, but there's 5 of them. 5 of them. So first, you have to visit www.tvsa.org.ph/dotc submission. Let me just correct this one. It comes with the .ph. Baka mamaya hindi nila ma-access yung link because they are getting the wrong URL. Okay. So I shared back the presentation now. That's www.tvsa.org.ph/dotc submission. And then once you go through the Google form, because that is a Google form, you just have to download first the Learner Engagement Plan or the LEP template. Or you may also want to visit directly the link that's seen on your screen, that is the tvsa.org.ph/LEP. You could already download that without even visiting the form. After that, step 3, you now have to accomplish the LEP template based on the discussions by Ma'am Reg, no? Of course, on the chosen qualification that you will submit. But of course, you have to rename your file to your full name _LEP para po madali yung ating tracking. So example dito, that's my name, Arish Altavano _LEP. Once I'm done, I have to go back to the link. Pareho yun ng link na nandito sa number 1. Okay. Pag mag-submit ka dito, your output will be submitted in a file upload button. Anyway, ipapakita ito mamaya. Okay. The important thing here is on item number 5. Yung item number 5 or yung last bullet point natin dito, say, na-download nyo na yung LEP template ngayon, na-access nyo yung Google form na yon, and then magsasubmit kayo, say, tomorrow. Since masyado kayong ganado, no? Natuto kayo ng maigi, natapos nyo ngayong gabi, you will submit it, no? With the file name, which is a document file, yun nandito. Okay? You will have to submit it. Pag na-submit nyo na, hihintay kayo ng feedback kay coach because an assigned coach will be there for you to provide constructive feedback on how you could further improve your LEP if there is. If none, of course, appropriate feedback will be given. Ito po ay through email, no? The Google Docs will be shared to you, yung may comments. So you have to open the document in Google Docs to view comments on your document or on your output. Now, let me stop sharing and proceed with the demonstration. Napakadali lang din naman nito. Let's go to a browser. Okay, pag sinabi po nating browser sa Mozilla, Firefox, Safari, ayan. So let me share. Okay. In this case, I am sharing with you ay yung Google Chrome. Okay, I'm using the incognito mode because I have opened another account in the regular mode. Okay, so again, sabi natin, pupunta tayo sa www.tvsa.org.ph/dotc submission. Okay. Then just have to click enter. Ayun. Nandun yung TVSA Webinar DOTC Session 1 Workshop Output Submission Portal. So it's a Google form. Alright? Yung instructions po kanina na binasa ay makikita din dito. Okay. So again, step 1, you could click on to that link. I-redirect ka niya. In this case, I opened it in another tab. Okay. Ida-download nyo po ito. Ano po? Naglo-loading pa siya. There. Ito po yung LEP template na binigay ni Ma'am Reg. Okay. So you have to accomplish it. How will you accomplish it? You have to download. Okay. So download nyo yung file. Okay. In this case, I've already downloaded it. No? And assuming I've already accomplished everything. Okay. Sabi dun sa instruction, okay, na-accomplish ko na siya, tapos meron na akong file. Okay, natapos na ako dito. I already have the .docx or any document format. Okay. I'll have to go back to this link. And that link is this one. And this is the form. Okay. What I have to do is for me to go through the form. Okay. Lalagay ko sa kanya. In this case, I will use the TVSA na Gmail. The TVSA .fields@gmail.com is the student account, no? Okay, then I'll put my name, Altavano Arish C. Okay, and then my school is TVSA in Pasig City. My mobile number is there. And then, if you're not submitting output yet, pag sinagot nyo yung no, iikot lang po tayo, babalik kayo doon. You will be instructed to submit or rather download the LEP. But if you're already submitting, you click yes and then click next. Okay. Ito na yung output submission bin. Very simple. You just have to add your file. Okay. Let me add my file. Okay. Pwede nyo pong i-drag yung files nyo doon or you could also browse it from your computer. There. In this case, I drag it there. Nandito na siya. And then I'll upload it. Just a reminder, only document files will be uploaded. So if you upload a PDF file, hindi po siya tatanggapin. Nag-upload kayo ng image, hindi rin po siya tatanggapin. We understand that to value your privacy, you are putting it in a .pdf format. No? Pero in this case po kasi, magko-comment si coach. Therefore, we make it on an editable format, which is at Word file. Ano po? Okay. And then you click submit. Okay, it's now submitting. Then there you go. Sabi dito, your response, lakihan ko lang. Okay. Your response has been recorded. Thank you. Please wait for the feedback of your coach that will be sent to your email before the next session on June 26, 2020. Once received, open the document in Google Docs to view the comment. Okay? Okay. Halimbawa, si coach ay nag-comment na. Ano po? They already have commented on the output presented. You have to go to your email. Okay. So, ayan. Ito yung email ni coach. Ano po? It will go to your inbox. And then, when you open the email, there, okay. Ito yung sabi ni coach. Please see feedback of your coach in this email. Open the document in Google Docs. Again, you have to open the document in Google Docs. So, when you click open, it will open in a new tab. You will be asked. Okay. It's still opening. All right. The comments would be displayed right here. Okay. The comments would be displayed right here. Now, for you to thoroughly evaluate or rather go through your comments or through the comments of your coach, you have to click open Google Doc in Google Docs or with Google Docs. Okay. Kiklik nyo lang po yan. Then it will open again another tab. Ayun. For example, ano ba sinabi ni coach dito? Liliitan ko para makita natin yung sinabi ni coach. Still loading. Okay. Ito po yung assumption nito. Ito yung may puno po yung inyong content dito ha. In this case kasi example ko na finill outan ko lang yung developed at saka yung course. Okay. Sabi ni Coach Arish, please put your name, not your facilitator's name. Dito. Ito po kasi pag clinic nyo yung naka-highlight na yellow, no, automatic po siya lalabas dito yung inyong comment. Ano po? Okay. Itong isa nakita nyo medyo dilawan. Tingnan natin may comment din doon. So ang comment niya naman itong sa baba. Ayun. Or as you go through the comments, magka-highlight siya ng yellow dito, no? Okay. Sabi dito, please put NC level to reflect full name of your program qualification. So from here, you could already edit your output and automatically it will be saved. No need for you to press Control S or File kasi meron dito yan, yung File Save. Wala po ang Google Docs noon. Ano po? Wala po yan. Automatically, it will be saved. Kung mapapansin nyo po, on the upper right, on the upper or on the top part of the screen, nandito siya, meron siya nakalagay dito. No? For example, I will edit this one. I will put NC3. Okay. Automatically, kung nakita nyo dun sa taas, there's an indication that the last edit was seconds ago. So it was already saved. Okay. Once you're done, you could already save it or just leave it be. You could reply here kay coach na you're done with it. Okay, done. Then that's good. Ayun. So the conversation based on the comments will already be recorded. Ayun. Ganun lang kaikli yung presentation and I'm already done. Ibabalik ko lang on screen again yung ating URL kung saan nyo pupuntahan at saka yung guide, no? Okay. And let me now turn you over to Miss MJ. Yan.
Thank you, Sir Arish. So yan, ladies and gentlemen, perhaps you would like to take a photo of this slide so it's easier for you. And informations come in very handy. Okay, I hope that a simple demonstration by Sir Arish you're able to catch it. Isipin nyo na lang, meron kayong task sheet na hinawakan. Ganyan po yung gagawin nyo. Okay? Now, we would like to call sorry. I remember we have two participants who were raising their hands. So before we end our session today, I would like to ask Ms. Wendy first to share his question. And next is Mr. Bernie. Ms. Wendy?
Hi, ma'am.
Okay,
Good
go ahead.
po.
Good afternoon.
Okay. If I am planning to have or offer a blended and distance learning with face-to-face po, do I have to do one CBC and training plan for each or pwede na po silang isama sa isang CBC tsaka sa isang training plan?
If Ms. Reg or Ms. Marge will answer.
Miss Wendy, you just have to prepare one training plan, but you have to identify when you are doing the face-to-face and when you are doing the online. Example, in one topic like painting, when you are discussing the types of paints, you do online. But when you do the practice of painting, you do it face-to-face. So you just identify which is face-to-face and which is online. Pero isa lang. Huwag mong dalawahin, no? Isa. Even your CBC, just one, ha? I-identify mo lang kung face-to-face, kung kailan online. Okay?
Okay. Sige po. Thank you po.
Okay. Any more?
Mr. Bernie? And last na si Mr. Marvin. Mr. or Miss? That's the last question we will entertain. Mr. Bernie? Would you
Yes po,
still
ma'am.
want
Good
to be...
afternoon po.
Okay, go ahead.
Ma'am, tanong ko, regarding po sa, sa procedure po lahat, kasi I observe lahat po kasi ng mga nasa, ngayon mismo, skilled po sila. In my part po kasi is, po kami sa language instructor. Ano po magiging procedure? Same lang din po ba sa skills at saka yun sa NTR? Kasi ako just like me, Nihongo instructor po kasi ako. Ano po yung magiging setup nun?
Okay
Pagdating
po
sa
yan, sir. full online po kayo, pwede.
Pwede lang po, ma'am.
Pwede, online. Kasi po,
March. Mm.
opo, yung practice nyo po kasi pwedeng sound, ganyan, di ba? Basta meron po
Opo.
kayong
March, if I may add.
Yes, Ari.
Apo. Kasi na-mention kanina, we're also teaching yung contact center services, NC2. So same din po yun sa language siguro na sinasabi ni Sir. We are doing the training online by like accessing the videos at saka yung webinar na either by Zoom or by Google Meet. Yun. Pwede po talaga
Okay
siyang
po.
full online.
Kasi
Sir,
most of
depende
my
po
co-instructor po kasi ngayon, ma'am, just like in Calabarzon, they are already started sa e-learning. So ang nangyayari po ng TESDA dito sa Calabarzon, parang dinesignate po sila as a group po kasi. Yung mga NTR, just like sa language, nakagrupo po sila. Parang they are sharing ideas on how to do the framework pagdating sa sa mga task sheets, doon sa
that's good po. Parang, alam niyo po yan ngayon ang uso, yung collaboration nga po.
po. So,
Sharing.
just like, for me, ma'am, na NTR din po, it is okay to communicate with them, ma'am,
Yes.
na coordinate na lang po ako. Kasi yung most likely kasi dito, hindi ako makarelate po, ma'am, puro skilled kasi yung nila. Yung sa amin po is iba, sa language lang po kasi kami, nung sa Nihongo po.
Apo. Maganda
Wala
nga
pong
po
problema.
yan. Opo. Meron pong isang teacher din ng Nihongo right now kasi nag-tutor siya. Online lang yung tutoring niya.
Opo.
Pero nag-voice din sila, nagsasalita sila. Writing. Yung writing po sinasubmit nila by email. Ganyan. So you
Okay po.
join all of these technical mga technology that you can use. 'Di ba lahat naman may messaging,
Yes po.
you combine them together para po maganda yung experience ng bata. Opo.
Sige po, salamat po.
Okay, thank you, Sir Bernie. Domo arigatou gozaimasu, Sensei.
Ay,
Okay, last na. Last na. Yes, no, I like Nihongo. Di ako natatapos ngayon kasi nagkaroon ng COVID-19. Last na po si Mr. or Miss Marvin. And then we'll proceed to our synthesis. Marvin? Nag-okay siya eh. I sent him a private message. Naka-mute. Sorry po. Can you unmute your mic? Let me try. Ayan na, sir. Yeah, okay na po.
Good afternoon po, Mr. po.
Mr. Marvin. Your question.
Dun po ba sa indication po ba ng online tsaka blended po, pwedeng may option na dalawa po yung i-check? Ibale, pag sa susunod po na panahon medyo okay naman face-to-face kasi sa CHS, sa CSS may laboratory yung magawin. Pero online, pwedeng i-check na for online siya tsaka blended din siya na option.
Hello po, sir. Siguro pwede ko pong sagutin yan. Ngayon po, naka-register na po kayo for face-to-face, di po ba? Yun naman pong registration nyo na yun, hindi po yun nawawala. Kaya lang po tayo nagre-register ngayon for online learning due to pandemic. Ayan po yung new normal na sinasabi. Pero once meron na pong gamot, siguro, once, pag back to the old normal, kung gusto nyo, gamitin nyo po yung dati yung registration na full face-to-face. Di ba meron na po tayo nun? Ang hihingin lang kasi natin ngayon is ang tawag ba nila doon? Parang registration din that we are registered to deliver the same course, flexible learning. Either blended na online o kaya blended na offline. Si RD sabi niya, Certificate of Recognition, yun daw, yan. Kasi ngayon nag-a-apply tayo sa TESDA to get a Certificate of Recognition such that we are able to deliver the course on a flexible learning mode. Kasi yung original nating registration ay full face-to-face. Kung sakali pong bumalik ang panahon na face-to-face ulit tayo, hindi nyo na po problema kasi dati na po kayong may registration na full face-to-face. Most probably po yun. Okay.
Ay,
Ayun.
hello po, ma'am. Ma'am.
Teka muna. Siguro
Yes po.
ituloy natin.
Magandang
Andito
hapon
naman
po.
si RD. Sandali lang po. Andito naman
Po.
si RD. Mas maganda siguro siya na lang ang sumagot. Kasi baka yung sagot ko
Sige
hindi.
po, wait lang po.
Opo. RD, gas. Baka mas maganda ikaw na po ang sumagot. RD.
We need to unmute RD.
Si RD.
Na-unmute na sis.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. For programs that have already the certificate of program registration, you just have to comply with the 5 requirements of guidelines of flexible learning, and then you will be given the certificate of recognition. So, yung CTPR ninyo, buhay yun. Hindi yun babawiin sa inyo, but dadagdagan ng certificate of recognition. But for the new entrant, they have to pass through the usual registration process. Okay? So that's why very important yung one, because nakalagay sa 5 requirements guidelines of flexible learning, isa doon kasi importante yung CBC. That's why kanina nagtanong kung pwede na to sa profile ng learning facilitators. Hindi ho. Attend kayo doon sa multiplier activities. Libre naman ho yun. For the regions that have not heard anything yet from their RDs or their PDs, kayo na, unahan nyo na. Go to your PDs, submit the names of your learning facilitators, because all regions now are doing multiplier activity. So baka pag hindi kayo nagpadama ng sarili nyo, baka hindi kayo maalala ng PDs nyo. No, because I cannot duplicate myself. Kasi dito nag-webinar kami eh. Kaya nag-email na ako kay Marge saka kay Attorney Ingracia pahinging kopya kasi mag-webinar ako sa TVET tomorrow. Yeah, and I texted the central office. I said TEBSA has already put contents into the matrix. Sabi ni Director Dave, pahingi rin ako. Sabi ko, sige, forward ko sa iyo pag na-email na sa akin.
Sige
So
po.
baka ma-email nyo ngayong gabi kasi last days yung webinar ko bukas.
Sige po, RD.
Oo. So yun po yung so even those that will, like for example agriculture, kasi agriculture naman kasi may IATF na tayong di ba? IATF approval na tayo, pero sabi sa institution based kahit sa modified GCQ 50% pa lang. 50% lang ng total. Kaya yung unang webinar ninyo na nilatag ninyo, for example, we have 5, what will be your arrangements, dapat lalabas yun doon sa revised CBC ninyo. Na like for example, 12 ngayon, tapos yung 13 naka-online, the next week naka-face-to-face yung 13, yung 12 naka-online. Dapat yun ilagay ninyo doon sa inyong revised CBC. Kahit sa training plan, may ilagay nyo rin yun. O kahit doon sa learner engagement niyo. Basta malinaw doon kasi yun yung sa IATF instruction eh. So kaya kailangan doon sa revised CBC niyo. Hindi lang training plan is one of the requirements, pero yung pangatlong requirement is the CBC, di ba? Revised CBC. So yung kopyahin niyo na yung ginawa niyo kasi sinabi ko kay Director Dave, sabi ko, wag mo nang baguhin kasi yun yung webinar ng TEBSA para hindi na sila magulo. At yun na rin ang content na lang gagawin. Kaya ako nag-join sa inyo kahit hindi ako mag-assignment kasi pinifeedback ko doon sa Manila. Kasi siyempre, pag binigyan tayo ng matrix na gaya nung I would suspect that your RDs will present the same thing that was presented in our General Directorate. Wala pang laman yun. Now, only 3 of us are yung mga matatandang RD na. Yung mga bagong RD, hindi nila ma-explain yung kaya sabi ko kay RD, kay Director Dave, sabi ko, blanco yung matrix mo. don't presume that all these directors understand what you are saying. Kaya ako ma-attend sa inyo kasi yung makukuha ko dito, pino-forward ko kay Dave para yung i-cascade niya doon sa ibang regions. So reminder, the multiplier activity has started. We are targeting July 15 practically to finish all the learning facilitators including TVIs. But I would like to request you prepare already the other requirements para pagkatapos ng multiplier, isa na lang yung idadagdag ninyo, yung qualification na lang ng inyong learning facilitators. Kasi the regional qualifications map might come out this week or next week. So kung nabigyan na kayo ng certificate of recognition, you can start already. So wag hintayin na makatapos pa ng multiplier o kahit yung mga TVIs na mayroon na silang learning facilitators na mayroong certificate that could prove that they can facilitate online learning, hindi naman ho sinasabi na nasa TESDA lang galing yung facilitation training. Baka yung iba sa inyo dahil nasa IT ay may certificate of training on facilitating online learning. Recognize ho yun. Nare-recognize yun. So not necessarily na galing sa TESDA. But for those who have none, under the multiplier activity, libre naman yun, online din yun. Okay lang naman. So para nun, submit nyo na prepared your certificate of recognition once the qualification maps have been approved already. For agriculture, kahit na face-to-face yan, dahil malaki yung space, still submit the requirement kasi hindi na tayo aatras. Pag nag-normalize ito, we have to go still with the same flexible learning. We are far behind from the international occurrence in education. No? So kaya magkaganoon pa rin. Saka, di ba, mas isang investment lang eh. It will be more economically, it will be more beneficial for you because later on, kasi kung naka-online yan, wala kayong babayarang kuryente. O di ba? Yung learning facilitator lang, of course, kasi per hour yung bayad, hindi naman per head. Kaya mas magiging efficiency in the long run. Medyo ngayon lang, sabi natin, investment-wise. Pero in the long run, pag nag-flexible learning kayo, mas beneficial pa sa inyo yon. And then, sa amin naman na educators, kasi nakikita namin, while there are negative studies on the negative impact of online learning, we appreciate the positive one. This opens the whole horizon of the learner to access all the learning materials from all over the world, in all libraries online. Kaya yung kanina, kaya maganda siya. Pero so yun, attend the multiplier activity. Prepare already your other materials, other requirements. Kasi pinifeed ko sa central office yung ginagawa nyo para hindi nyo nababaguhin, para hindi nagagawa yung central office ng kanilang version. Kasi sinasabi ko kay Dave, i-recognize mo na yan nasa TEDSA kasi mahirap yung kadami-dami nila. Mamaya bibigyan mo na naman ng ibang format yan. Hindi nagkakagulo na naman. Sundan mo na lang kasi total puro naman yan TVET na datihan na. So yun, sabi ni Director Dave kanina, Sir, email mo rin sa akin. No? Sabi ko, sige, pag na-email na sa akin ni Atty. Ingracia o ni Marge mamaya, email ko rin sa iyo kaagad. I-share niya rin yun sa ibang region. So expect na wala nang gulo na mangyari pag the same na webinar nyo ngayon, yung ipapakita sa inyo sa region. That is if you are doing your webinars in the regions. Kasi kami every Monday dito sa Region 6. Oo, may dalawa akong taga Region 6 na naka-attend ngayon. No? So maganda para So yun no, for my CTPR na, still you will be required to submit kasi dadagdagan namin ng certificate of recognition even if you go face-to-face dahil agriculture kayo, submit pa rin and then attend the multiplier activity because even mag-normalize ito, if we are still with TESDA, we will still push na i-continue yung flexible learning. And then for the new ones, you will pass through the normal registration process. So yan po.
So thank you very much,
Thank
sir.
you.
Sir RD, salamat po. We will send you later po yung sa email.
Thank
May
you.
question
Thank
po
you.
dito.
Sir RD, okay po ba? I
Yes,
will be
ma'am.
honest. I read it in the chat. Meron daw po
Mm-mm.
mga district, province who already made announcement that only the TESDA certification are acknowledged and to be received in the certificate of recognition for flexible learning.
No. That's very clear in the last General Directorate Committee meeting. It's not. That's why sabi, pagka mayroon na kayong prepared, may certificate nang kayo ipapakita that could as evidence that you can facilitate online learning. Submit the same because that will be recognized. It's not necessarily na galing TESDA. Okay? Mali yata yung pakinig ng inyong PDs at saka ng inyong mga district directors. Wala yata ang yun, head, earphone. Kaya mali yung interpretasyon niya. Tatlong beses na ho naming pinagmitingan ng mga RDs yun. Tapos last week lang yung including the PDs, the district directors, and the TTI administrators. No. For those that have none, undergo the multiplier. But if you have still other options, kung limbawa, mayroon kayong kakilala that could give you the training to facilitate online learning, give you a certificate that you can submit as evidence, okay yon. But for those who have none, access the multiplier activity. For those that have already and that have the certificate to present that they can manage, they can facilitate online learning, i-submit ninyo. Ilista nyo yung pangalan, i-text nyo sa akin kung sino yung mga directors na yun, ay i-text ko sa central office. Mali yung pandinig.
Ano po, thank you, sir. But I would like to
Yes.
categorically say po, this webinar is not included. O siguro pwede nyong idagdag, pero kasi po wala tayong, ang tag nito, wala po tayong assessment. Siguro ang advantage na lang po, if you finish your LEP, your storyboard, and you can input it into the LMS, hinahanap din po yun eh. So that's the second requirement that is produced due to this webinar po. But to make it a certificate to show that you can already facilitate online.
No.
Parang
It's
hindi
different.
po.
Yeah, it's different. But
Wala po tayong
ang context kasi niyan is that yung facilitating, this is the one that you will facilitate. So you put into your LMS, our training is that how will you facilitate what is in your LMS. So yun yung, kasi dapat itong online, nasa another COC ng TM2 ito, di ba, March?
Yes.
Oo. Developing online learning materials.
Yes.
So ito naman ay facilitating online learning. Okay.
Complementary.
Sige po. Thank you.
Complementary po yung dalawa. Opo. Thank you po.
Yeah. Thank
If there are
you.
more questions, if none,
Parang wala namang marks kasi lahat naging happy dun sa explanation ni RD.
maybe we can call attorney.
Yes, we would like to request Attorney Maricel Ingracia, PhD, to share with us what is next and to set the expectations for the next coming sessions.
Yeah.
Attorney Nick is our officer, Vice President of TVSA for External Affairs and also the CEO of PMIX Consulting and the President of Maine MEIN Incorporated. Attorney Nick.
Thank you, MJ. Lakas ng, medyo malaki ang dropout rate for the afternoon. We apologize for the overtime. But I will only say two things here. One is I reach my request to flash the slide on the evaluation. We would like to request everyone to please evaluate the session. You have to log into tvsa.com. Okay, there you go. Ayun. The slide speaks for itself, no? The second thing I would like to, aside from reminding you on the evaluation, I really would like to thank you for your participation, especially the 169 who stayed until the end, no? And we also would like to give special thanks to our Suki na regional director of TESDA, who is standing as advisor for us already in TBSA. Our regional director, Gas Gayona, has been very helpful and supportive to the association. Thank you, sir, for the very informative information. We also would like to thank, of course, the trainers of the different learning session, Ma'am Reggie Amores. We just had a completed learning session 1, which is actually a e-learning 101, no, by itself. Together with the readings that you did, that will help a lot already in your underpinning knowledge to make the LEP. And the session 2, we focus on how to make the learning engagement plan, or the LEP. And of course, there was a very clear guidance already by Arish, who did a very good explanation or step-by-step clarification on how to submit your output. So we were able to do it na meron pong workshop even on online learning. You can do it yourself. And we also would like to state, I read some comments here that the tandem of Rosemary Inclan and our trainer, Ma'am Reggie, was very good. So it was like a demo on how you can also perk up rather your online learning facilitation. So with that, tomorrow or June 26 is another day. And we hope there was no overload of information today, so we can be better prepared to making our outputs and submit them by at least June 25 before noontime. Thank you very much and have a good day, everyone.
Okay, thank you. All right.
Yan. Okay, so thank you, Attorney Mick. So remember your homework and the demonstrations shared by Sir Arish earlier. Paki-follow na lang po. And your schedule of submission, again, June 25, your learner engagement plan. Don't forget po. And you will be receiving an email together with your coaches po. Okay? And with that, we would like to thank everybody. Kanina medyo maaraw, ngayon malapit ng umulan. Thank you for staying with us. And take care po. And we'll see you on Friday again.
Ang photo session.
Photo.
Gallery view. O may nag-a-admit pa tayo. I would like to quote nga pala what RD Sonico shared during our TIT dun sa facilitating e-learning services. When you get, you give. When you learn, you teach. What we got, we have to give back. And what we learned, we have to share to others. Nice, diba? I hope it will inspire you. Group photo.
Picture. Page 1.
Sir Joshua, nakasmile talaga.
Page
Souvenir.
2.
Open your cameras. Page 2.
Page 3.
Naaba. Yan. Cameras on. Yan. Okay. Si RD
Page
nag-open ng
4.
camera.
Uy, hindi si Father Blue.
Page 5.
Si Father. Kasi 6 o'clock.
Page 6. Okay, that's all.
Okay, thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
See you the next session.
Hindi na nag-raise ng hand eh. Ganyan na lang, oh.
Ingat po. O yun, may nag-grouping na. So, collaboration. Thank you, everybody.
May postable lang team, ma'am. Wala na.
Let's go to another meeting.
Okay.
Thank you.
Reggie,
Oh.
yung pinapa-email ni email mo na sa akin.
Ni at
Harding.
okay. Ma'am, nasa ano na lang